thank you for joining American News on December 26, 2004. We are saddened by the news of a tsunami that struck Indonesia around 8 a.m. this morning. While the death toll is still rising, it is around 250,000 people dead. Just under 2 million homes have been destroyed, and many people have lost their lives from the event that took place this morning. We're joined here today with tsunami specialist Owen Richardson, here to break down the horrific news of what happened earlier today.
So from the reports, 250,000 people have died from this horrific disaster just today. So this is no small tsunami we're dealing with. It was triggered by a large earthquake. And these two men were part of the ones that died. These are my two sons. This is Richolas, and this is Ronit. Okay? They died, and they died happy, though. The tsunami was generated from a large earthquake equivalent to the size and shape and feel of Hiroshima. This was one of the most devastating events ever. The earthquake itself came out to be a 9.1 magnitude on a scale of 10.
We have a live interview with the native Indonesian man with our chief news interviewer.
Hello, I am joined here with a man whose house was just destroyed by a giant tsunami. Where were you at the time of the tsunami?
I was on the beach and the water just went back really fast. I don't really know what was going on.
What was going through your mind when you saw it?
I was really scared. I ran for my life. It was easily the scariest moment of my entire life. It was just a herd of people running away.
Thank you for the information, Nick. You are lucky to be alive.
The tsunami ended up traveling 375 miles and affected roughly 18 countries.
The tsunami started around 8 a.m. and started on an Indonesian island called Sumatra. Owen, what triggered the tsunami?
The tsunami was the result of the Indo-Australian plate subducting below the Eurasian plate. It was caused by an earthquake measuring more than a magnitude of 9. The earthquake caused the seafloor to uplift, displacing the seawater above.
Of water, also known as the tsunami, was very powerful due to the severity of the earthquake. We're sending it down to Will again, who has an interview with an Indonesian man.
I am standing here with a man who watched and avoided the devastation from the roof.
So yeah, I was on top of my house and I was really lucky that it didn't collapse like many others did.
What did you see before and during the tsunami?
I saw water rushing, was carrying a lot of debris with it as well, and it was devastating everything in its path. All I can do is pray, hopefully my family and friends are alright, and yeah.
Thanks for your time, and we can pray to your family. We're all probably dead.
The biggest misconception was that this was one big wave, but that is false. There was one wave that triggered a lot of smaller tsunamis that took place over the Indian Ocean.
You can see here the oceanic plate or Indo-Australian plate subducted below the continental Eurasian plate. The area of subduction ruptured, releasing energy that displaced the water, known as a tsunami.
The energy released from the subduction boundary in Indonesia released a huge amount of energy. The earthquake and the tsunami was 9.1 on the Richter scale, which is a huge tsunami. I'd like to thank the viewers for watching the American News. I'd like to thank the tsunami specialist Owen Richardson and our sad reporter William Garrison. We'll have later news on the tsunami tomorrow.
Two sons.
my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. Cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away.
Well, me and Jesus, we got our own thing going. Me and Jesus, we got it all worked out. I said me and Jesus.